with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. PG, that's good. Burnett's got to. Points.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Screen by Smith. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
From deep, Williams. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Outside, Billups. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Prince. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Bucks shooting their first free throw this game. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Bridges. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. It's stolen by Duren. Here's Bridges. Clinks the dunk off the rim.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Back to Maxey. Bridges deciding where to go. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
And so determined. Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Outside Anthony. The shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
That's on Jalen Duren. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you feel for the defense there. Duren is just a beast inside.
At the line for the Bucks, Duren.
That one is no good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And here is Anthony. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Williams with a clean look. No good from outside. Knocked away. And stolen by Williams. With 4 seconds on the clock, that one's not going to go. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back to the action in just a minute. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now, here is Halliburton. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And he sinks the layup. Halliburton's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pistons. Williams hits for two. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Pass to Anthony from the arc. Rebounded by the Bucks. And they double up Maxey. Bridges, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
Here's Halliburton. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Halliburton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gotta love how efficient Halliburton is. A confident shooter from the mid-range.
Spins. Here's Williams. Good. Williams has got his third basket of the night right there. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Pass to Vucevic from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Vucevic has got 5 now. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Williams for 3. Second chance shot. Duran, no good. This Pistons squad struggling. Halliburton looking around. From down in the low post, it goes. Halliburton's got 6 points in the quarter. And it's Williams with the ball for Milwaukee. Outside, Maxey. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Halliburton. Great defense that time from Duran.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Pistons trailed by 20. Halliburton with it. Williams picks him up. Feibel for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Williams with the ball. He has 7. Bridges outside. To the middle. Halliburton with the steal. Rebound by Williams.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Second team foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Vassell outside. Fires it up. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, things are really clicking for Vassell on offense. And he's going to keep attacking until it stops working.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Connects from three-point range. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pistons trailed by 20. Now Billups. 8 points for him. Pass to Thibault. Three-pointer. Bridges with the board. .130 left in the third. Count the basket. Bridges got his second basket of the night.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges is also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Anthony can't hit. Bucks leading by 22. Here's Billups. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And he drives in. That one, no good. .50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Oladipo for three. Detroit with the rebound. Out left to the wing. Here's Holmes. Offensive rebound. Back to Anthony. Over Williams. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Bridges double team. Vassell outside. Pass to Sims. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Milwaukee has possession. Garnett outside. Driving to the basket. And Garnett with the slam.
How about that powerhouse move by KG, charging inside and finishing with authority.
Here's Halliburton. And it's denied.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Garnett. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Clint Capella.
And so far, Garnett has dominated this game, getting to his spots and executing.
Man, we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
It's tipped.
Well, Duran making his physical presence known.
For three, Bridges. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And it's Detroit's ball. The drive by Smith. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Top of the key, Garnett. Maxey in the corner. And Garnett with the slam.
Reads shot trajectories so well. Garnett understands how to capitalize on that offensive glass.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. The long distance three is buried. Halliburton's got 9 points now in just the second half. Kicks it out to Garnett. So, Greg, you played the point. In creative player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Number 15.
Here's Smith. Here he goes. And they'll get another chance. Halliburton outside. Shot clock at 6. From deep. They get the rebound. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Garnett. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Anthony right side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Garnett.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Smith outside. Back to Halliburton. Screen by Capella. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And here's Maxey. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
The 3 from Anthony. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Pass to Duran. Garnett outside. 6 to shoot. Maxey on the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey.
Personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Smith for 3. The rebound by Garnett.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
A good look from Vassell. Drops one in from the wing. Vassell's got 19 points.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
Deep 2 from Anthony. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 14-5 run. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle.
Second personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
That's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
From deep, Phillips. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Maxey in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And the wide-open shot from Billups. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Garnett.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
14 foul.
He's off on the first.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Billups with the ball. Bridges covering. Outside Anthony. Left side Billups. Clock at 6. Shoots it up. Top of the key jumper, no good. Garnett outside. And the shot goes in.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
So they foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Billups. There's the three. Can't get it to fall. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks.